ねえねえ、ユキ。
何？
この犬は何？
それは狛犬という。本当は犬じゃないよ。
そうなんだ。何の仕事をしている？
神様の番犬の仕事。
すごい。ちなみに善光寺に行ったことがある？
うん、時々行くよ。
そこに犬と散歩している人がいるよ。
うん、最近犬と一緒に行ってもいいお寺が多いね。
そうなんだ。いいね。
犬と長い散歩したいね。
ねえ。
Welcome to the Lesson 17 Kanji reading live stream, everyone. How you doing?
はい、皆さんようこそ。How are you doing?
How you doing? Five Toes Lot Bear sounds like he's having a good time camping right now. I'm a little jealous. Seems like a good time of year for that.
はい、いいね、キャンプ。熊に気をつけてください。
I don't think they have to worry too much about bears there. There's bears running around our house recently, apparently. We haven't seen them, but there's big announcements all over the place. Kids have to walk back home because kids walk to school here. Kids have to walk back with their teachers in big groups. They put the weakest ones on the outside of the group. The teachers are in the middle because there's bears running around. Anyway, I love the art. It's so cute. Thank you so much.
ありがとうございます。
All of your names are weird now. I don't know what's going on with that. I looked all over for settings to change it back to where it's your chosen usernames, but Yuki's Mombrang. Five Toed Sloth Bear is still correct, but with a weird dash in there. It's going to be way harder to read your names today.
そう、私のお名前。
Thank you very much. Morbid Blessings is alphabet knows best. Apparently. The YouTube players changed too. Really?
あ、そうなの？じゃあ
So there's an update to
YouTube
that
が変わったんだ
altogether.
ね。
Weird. Okay, whatever. Thanks for stopping by, Alex. I know Dan was here for a minute, but he had to head out. Mortal Bug Forever. Ohayo.
おはようございます。
Yeah, something like that. 皆さん、こんにちは。はい、こんにちは。Lazy Wear Bear.
はい。あ、本当だ。アレックスズたちがアレックスじゃなくなってるよ。
そうそう、アレックスじゃなくなった。待て。Lazy Wear Bear is the other Alex. Okay. Which one is the other Alex? Alex. There's only one Alex now because his username is actually his full name. このビデオを見ながら日本語の宿題をしています。
はい、
That is correct,
いいです
Star
ね。
Trader.
素晴らしい。
So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I can't change anything. You might have to go into your own settings on YouTube and change your name somewhere if you want to show up differently. Maybe they just reset all of that. Or maybe they turned it off in general due to like issues. Yeah, I could tell by your picture.
ね。
So as you can tell today, it's a little early, about 2 weeks early, despite there going to be a live stream on the 29th of this month. But we've got some cute, we're witches and wizards over here. Yeah.
もうね、日本ではハロウィンのなんかデコレーションすごい頑張ってるよね。
Yeah, the
いろんなと
Halloween
ころで。
decorations are all over the place over here. In the stores, at least. You don't really see them outside. But it looks like Yuki's casting a spell of instant Japanese understanding on me there. That's nice.
はい。
I think everyone wishes that she would do that for them as well. But
はい。や
just
って
notice that
今
Yuki is completely off center. That's my fault.
マジで On my way です。
There we go.
はい、どうもありがとうございます。
That's better. Maybe a little bit more. Oh, no. Right.
いや、いいんじゃない
Yeah.
ありがとうございます。
Yeah, so 涼しいですから昨日泳ぎました。Oh, okay. Seems a bit late in the year for that. Around here, at least. You're a hairy wizard, Haggard. Yes, indeed. All right, so I guess it's about time to get into the quiz. Oh my god, today's art is amazing. It says Griggles Wong.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much. It is good, right? She put a lot of effort into that.
本
It's looking good. It's sad that we already have to get rid of it.
当？うん、もうね、すぐ消すよね。あ、
Hopefully
スクリ
someone
ーン
got
シ
a
ョットお
picture.
願いします。
Someone's got to get a picture.
そう、
I don't.
今日ダンいないんだよね。
Dan had to leave, yeah. So I don't remember how to get screenshots on Windows. Oh, there we go. I got it.
あ、ナイス。
So I got a screenshot just
あり
in
がとうご
case.
ざいます。
All right, there we go. So I got a screenshot just in case. If anyone else can grab one and throw it into the Discord just in case, that would be good. That's usually Dan's job. He made it his job on his own, but it's been a very helpful job. So.
ダンに任せきりの。
Thank you very much.
ありがとうございます。
All right, so jumping over to my boring whiteboard, we're going to jump into the quiz. And for the quiz, I will drop out a word onto the board. And what I want you to do is I want you to give me how to read the word, not the kanji on its own, but the full word, even if it is just a single kanji on the card. You can write out how to read it in hiragana, katakana, or in romaji if you don't have Japanese keyboard installed on your operating system. Jacob Flat says, what's your best playlist to learn Japanese? Well, if you go to my channel, we've got the Getting Started playlist right at the top of the channel, or you can jump right into the Genki playlist, although that will assume that you've already learned at least hiragana, and yeah, at least some hiragana and some basic introductions. So you may want to go to the Getting Started playlist because that teaches you everything. You can learn hiragana, katakana together and then jump into some very basic grammar, and that will get you started. So yeah, the first word for today is this one.
はい。おー。どうしようかな。私どうしようかな。なんかないかな。この。
はい。Wow, that was fast. Okay, I got a message that I wasn't expecting, and then forgot to look at chat, but you guys are already on there. Hey, Anoakin Staff is in first place. That is correct, with Lazy Werebear in second, Morbid Blessing in third, Boloi 5147 in fourth, Five Toes Sloth Bear in fifth, and Ili AI Vanovart maybe in sixth, and Greggles in seventh. Yeah, it's gonna take a little while to get used to reading the usernames instead of actual names. Just call me Oak, please. I'll try to remember that. It's hard to replace all of those with the actual names as well in my head, but I will try for sure. Great job. So let's go ahead and see what Yuki's got over there. We'll switch over to boop. Oh, she's still drawing.
はい。
Okay.
よし。頑張りました。
We can see all the cards.
大丈夫今ズーム。
Grammy, that is correct. Montana, Margot is in 8th place, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th place. Excellent job. Yeah. For some reason, names are weird today.
はい。ちょっとなんかランダムでいくね。
はい。
ついにランダムで。
珍しいじゃないか。
ジュン。あ、入ってない。エイコンに。
Oh my god.
Oh no。出ました。私の漢字出ました。ちょっともうちょっとファッティエイコンにしないとカードが入りませんでした。あ、早い。そして名前が読めない。名前が読めないよ。やばい、名前が読めない。ね、ボロ。ちょっと待ってくれ。なんて読むんでしょうか、これは。ボロイでいいよ。ボロイ。5147さん。すごい ID 感。
岩のフリアね。はい、OK。
1番。いつも誰この人。レイジー・ウェーベアさん。はい。アレックス2番。ファイブトードスロスベア。ああ、よかった。3番。あのあけんスタッフさん。あのあけんスタッフさん4番。Go Beyond for Balls さん。惜しい違いました。Morbid Blessing 5番。いいですね。次、デビカシャーマ。合ってる？ちょっと目が悪くて、ね。
気にしないで大丈夫。
デビカシャーマ。
いいからそんなに完璧じゃなくても。
6番。あ、スター組だ。スター組でしょこれ。スター組わかりました。7番。JJS9Q さん。8番。 あ、モンタナマーゴ9番。これグレゴーだよね。グレゴーズは、10番。いいですね。これちょっとネームディフィカルティが発生してます。
まあ、適当な名前で呼んでいいっすよ。
本当に適当な名前でいいの？
いいっすよ。
アイコンブルーセンサーみたいな。
そうじゃないと1日かかる。
このアイコンも見えないんですよ。このちっちゃくて。ちょっと難しいな。
見えても関係なんか多分助けにならないんだよね。
本当？
はい。Did YouTube get rid of display names? They either got rid of them or reset them. It seems like they got rid of them, which is quite annoying because that's going to make this
マジ
much,
で？
much harder.
いや、みんな素晴らしいです。1000でした。
Hi. We're going to move over to mine, and this is our next word. I went with the froggy because there's still lots and lots of frogs jumping around in our fields. Turn that up a bit. Okay. We've got Beloy is in first place with, yeah, that is correct. Ah, very close, Alex. You got there. Okay, second place for Alex. やばい、間違った。本当? Yeah, you did not make a mistake. You were correct.
本当?
You're fine. Five Toed Sloth Bear is in third place. Oh wait, 待って。I should, yeah, you're right. You did make a mistake. I should have actually looked at the kanji that I put out on screen. First place is Dire Maker.
なんだって？
ね。去年じゃないね。はい。That is correct. Anoken Staff. Oak ね。Oak is in second place with Michael Vietz in third place. Am I remembering that wrong too? No, you're correct. Yeah. I didn't actually look at the word on the board. I just for some reason assumed that the first person was correct. Usually I look at what I put out. I was too worried about my frog. Anyway, yeah. So Greggles, you got fourth place there. Excellent job. Or Morbid Blessing was fourth, actually. Greggles is in fifth place, I believe. Let's see. Dire Maker first. Oak in second. Michael in third. Morbid Blessing in fourth. Yes. Greggles in fifth. Five Toed Sloth Bear is in sixth place. Excellent job. Okay. That is correct. Well, let's go ahead and see what Yuki has for us.
やばい。ちょっとカードのためにファッティになっております。じゃん。カードのためにファッティ。
はい。
ありがとうございます。アメリカのリス、こんな感じだよね。
American squirrels? Yeah, there's something like that.
はい。
Something
はい、
like
いき
that.
ます。じゃん。
リス, that is correct.
いいですね、この口側にも書いておこう。お、早い。ボロイ1番、早いですね。レイジーウェアベアアレックス2番。あの
オーク。
ちょっと待って。
この人はオーク。オークでいいって言った。オーク。
レイジーさん？
オーケンスタッフっていう人はオークでいいって。
OK。オーケンスタッフさんがオークね。オークさん3番。この人はダイヤメイカーさん4番。アレックス・ボーガスの方で5番ね。モービッド・ブレーシング6番。マイコさん7番。7番、グレゴーズ8番。あ、そっか。ファイブトールスロースベアは5品負けグマになっちゃった。
はい、
9番。合ってるよね。
はい。
7、8、9番。モンタナマーゴ10番。リビカ・シャマさん。11番です。ちょっと難しいな、この。
Yeah, we need to bring back Alex says we need to bring back display names for Yuki's sake. Yeah, for real. Like Dire Maker. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Dire Maker. Dire.
All right, let's see what I've got over here. We've got this one. It should be easy enough. Got a big hint right at the front. It's not easy for me too. If this is an actual change that YouTube made, I'm pretty sure that anyone that streams will be complaining very shortly. I might start complaining shortly. All right, we've got Beloy in first place. Oh, wait, nope, that is incorrect. I'm sorry. Alex Lazy Werebear is in first place with Dire Maker in second. That is correct. Beloy is in, yeah, there you go, in third place with Oak in fourth place. Devika Sharma is in, not quite, I'm sorry, Goshinama Keguma. Goshinama Keguma is in fifth place. Yeah, Five Toes Sloth Bear. It looks like you can change your name. So if you guys can do whatever Five Toed Sloth Bear just did, or if you can tell people what you did there, that might be super helpful. Fifth place would be Greggles with Alex. No, never mind. Okay. Is someone... Oh, omedetou gozaimasu. Okay, I thought someone was birthday. Tanjoubi. Morbid Blessing at sixth place with Montana Margot in seventh, although you need a little yo there. So you want to put Jo. You want to type Jyo instead of Jiyo. You want to type Jyo to get the Jo, but I'll give it to you there. Eighth place for Sentak. Welcome to the stream. And Goshi to yonde kudasai. Goshi. Gotcha.
あ、そう
Goshi
だっ
ne.
た。ファイブ
Goshi.
クロスベア。
Goshi it is. All right. Very good job. Let's pop over to Yuki and see what she's been working on.
あ、ちょっとみんなの名前をメモしても。
それの方が時間かかるんじゃないですか、それメモを読むのに。
まずこのねチャットの名前が小さくて読めないんですよ。
そうだよね。I have a second channel on this account just for Japanese video watching and I name the channel in katakana. I see. I
いく
see.
よ、いい？いくよ。
はい。
はい。よし。これで。他に誰か名前の人、あ、なんだっけ、ダイヤメーカーさん、ダイヤ、はいはいはい。ごめん。
早い。
見えない。チャットが動いちゃって見えない。はい、皆さん素晴らしい。早い。ボロイ1番、1番、はい、ボロイさん1番。アレックス2番。ダイヤメーカー3番。ゴシ4番、モアビットブレッシング5番、6番、1、2、3、4、5、モアビットブレッシング5番、オーグさんだよね。アノーケンさんはオーグさんなんだよね。オーグあ、やばい、チャット見えなくなった今。
あ、すいません。それが俺のせいか。はい、OK、どうぞ。戻したよ、戻した。
アノーケンさんはオーグかな。オーグさんは、6番。
オークだよ、オーク。
オーク、はい。オークさん。火曜、危ない。新しい人だ。あ、洗濯じゃない？これ洗濯。オリジナル洗濯って書いてある。洗濯久しぶり。7番。モンタナマーゴ8番。OK です。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。はい、みんな素晴らしい。
はい、pop it over to mine。
これが
早いかな。早い。We'll go with 早い。Dire Maker is in first place with Lazy Werebear Alex in second place. Morbid Blessing, thank you so much for Yuki's effort. We're going to drop a heart and a like on that. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Morbid Blessing ありがとう。
Thank you. Hi, Morbid Blessing also gets there in third place. ありがとうございます。Thank you. That's for all Yuki's note taking. はい。
ありがとうございます。ちょっと。
This is, I'll give you hints, right? This is 10, and this is hour or time. So 10 o'clock is what the word is here. There you go. Goshi is in fourth place with Montana Margot in fifth place. And I'm guessing everyone else is not remembering this one just yet. Greggles gets there in sixth place. Nice job. All right.
本当？
Let's see what Yuki...
惜しくない？
確かに。Greggles, not quite. Very close. There you go. Okay, let's drop over to Yuki and see what she's got for
はい、
us.
いきますよ。これでみんなの名前はこっちの紙を見て OK ですから。 はい。なんかお金ばっかりお金ばっかり出てくるね。ウケるんだけど、このリスがいっぱい稼いでくるスタイルになってます。
She said the squirrel keeps making money. All it's doing is making money.
どうして今日一応ね、私はランダムでカードを引いています。
Unusually, Yuki is only picking random cards today, and every single one is money or amounts of money. Or
面白すぎる。
so we say that she's saying that the squirrel must be making the squirrel's making his cudio.
給料ね。サラリー。
his salary.
はい。じゃあカウントしていきます。
早かった。
アレックス1番、ボロよし、ダイヤメーカーも惜しい。
Bulio and Diamond Maker, you're close, but not quite. Oshi means close.
惜しい。
はい。で、Alex, you were right the first time. You already caught that, so that's
も
fine.
うアレックス2個目なのね。ゴシ2番、グレゴー、惜しい。モービットブレッシング3番、ダイヤメーカーって言ってる。
Gregor, second time also close. 惜しい。
ズがいりますね。ズのところに。
大きなヒントだね。
はい。オーク。OK。4番。オークさん4番。マーゴ。惜しい。ちょっとタイプだな、これ。そう、多分
When
ね。
you have an before a nani nu ne no, when you have before that, you need to type n 3 times. It's annoying, but you have to type n 3 times. Sa, ze, n, 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 e. N,
それ
n.
だ。はい。グレゴーズ5番。いい
Japanese
ですね。
typing is silly.
そう。たまにね、N, N, N はね。
N, n, n.
で、しかも N, 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 N みたいなやつだもんね。
There's 3 n's in this word, so you have to type the letter n 2, 5, 7 times in the word 3000 yen. It's kind of funny.
はい。
But it's still faster typing in Romaji than typing in hiragana, like typing all the hiragana characters that are on like a Japanese keyboard. Nobody actually does that because that actually takes longer. It's funny. All right, switching over, let's see what I've got for us. I've got nothing yet, so I'll just go ahead and pop one. We'll go with this random one. Oh, there. Okay, money again.
まあ、マニーでは
It
ないね。
doesn't have to be money. It's just a number. Number. None of mine were number related until here, except for 10 o'clock, I guess. So those are all for you. Dire Maker, that is correct. You're in first place with Boloi in second. Lazy Werebear Alex in third. Montana Margo, that is correct for the last one. That is correct. Goshi in fourth. Oak, that is correct. In fifth place with Devika Sharma in sixth place. Gregles, that is correct. You're in seventh place with Sentak. Not quite. Morbid Blessing, you are correct. In eighth place with Harmon Diol. So desu ne. Something so desu ne. Montana Margo, that is correct. You got ninth place for this one. Harmon, that is 10th place. Excellent job. And Sentak, 11th place. Dyer-san, hayasugi. そうだよね。結構早いよね。
ダイヤさん早いよね。
They're in the room next door, that's why. They have a direct
ボ
feed.
ロイさんとね、ダイヤさん早い結構。
All right, the last one for this quiz Yuki's going to give to us. What is it going to be? Going to be a random one?
じゃじゃん。
All
ま
right.
た
Easy
number。
peasy. There are two possible answers for this
は
one.
い。どっちもボス OK にしたいと思います。
Two possible answers.
ちょっと
That
待っ
is
て。
the meaning. That is the meaning. All right. We're getting a fast one here.
はい。ファーストワンカウントしていいかなこの。
いや、ダメ。
ダメですか。はい。
こっち OK
ハーマンさんからいきたいと思います。すいません。アムマックスさんすいません。はい。ハーマン1番、ダイヤメーカー2番、ボロイ3番、アレックス4番、デビカシャーマー5番、モービットブレーシング6番、グレゴーズ素晴らしい7番です。センターク8番、マーゴ はちょっとスキップします。すいません。
こっち。
5時9番、ハーマンさん1回出た。
もう OK だよね。
うん、OK。
で
ハーマンさん OK ですね。はい、モンタナマーゴ10番です。
Excellent job. All right. Thanks for all that precipitation. Sorry. Participation. Ah, there we
オ
go.
ー
There
ク
you go.
さん
Oak-san.
11番
Excellent
どうした
job.
どうしたんだはい。いや、みんな素晴らしい。一応ナンバーのその4、あれなんていうんだっけ、このギリシャ文字4
はい。
も一応 OK。みんな読めますね。
Roman numeral ね。
そうそう。それ。
Roman numerals.
それです。
The 4 is the correct meaning of this card. It is the number 4 indeed. All right. All right, guys, good job. So that's the quiz for the warm-up quiz, which means we're going to be jumping into the actual lesson now, or lesson practice. Where we're going to be breaking down all of your kanji and my kanji. It's been a long time. It's been over 2 weeks now since I've picked up a brush, which means it's probably going to take me a while to get back into the flow. Fortunately, we don't have a whole lot of words going on. It looks like people are already sharing their... Oh, no. Okay. Five Toes Salt Bear sharing their barbecue. Let's see what that looks like.
そうだったわ。
We can show
バーベ
everyone.
キュー行ってるからカリグラフィーやってないわ、今日。
So. Five Toes Salt Bear's awesome looking
いい
barbecue
ですね。
tonight.
すごい美味しそう。
Eh, that was
すご
good.
い。めっ
Ooh.
ちゃ素敵なステーキが。
ね。
素敵なステーキ。
Sticky steaky. A good looking steak.
ステーキが。
So this is where you can share over in media share your drawings, not drawings, your kanji for tonight.
はい。今日も。
I'll be doing mine here, obviously. There's only 6 words we're going to be covering today.
そう、今日はね、ちょっと少ないね。でも、
Not
ち
too
ょっ
much.
と、
It's a good way
まあ
to get back into it.
ティップがある。
Yuki says she has some tips,
感じた。
so we've got a few of the
Hi.
words here on our worksheet. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the script to figure out what to get started with.
はい。
ねえねえ、ユキ、
何？
この犬は何？
それは狛犬という。本当は。
All right. So the very first kanji and the second word as well is going to be the kanji for dog, which is inu.
Hi.
Inu.
バウ。
That's not how you draw Niku. It's close enough.
肉。
I was very late. My internet is getting worse. All good. These things happen. All right. So the first kanji is going to be dog. It's not too different from big because you just draw big first. I'm sure I'm going to mess this one up though because like I said, it's been a while. So I'm going to enter here. We're going to go up like that.
OK ですね。あ、私。
And then, hi, there's my dog.
はい。いや、いいです。
Okay. Not so bad.
まあ、ピッキーで言いますと、
はい。
この右払い、最後の大きいの漢字の右払いはですね、
Here.
このアンディはちょっとこういう形で書いたよね。
そうだよね。
だけどこの下に伸びた方が
I see.
なんていうの
More
ちょっとだけこういう感じ。
More straight, eh?
そうちょっとだけこういう感じの方がこの場合は大きいの時はこういう、
Like this, eh? もうちょっと。
がいいかなと思います。
はい。
でも
Thank you.
バランスも綺麗だしいいと思います。
ありがとうございます。Let's go ahead and see what Yuki's got.
はい。今右払いしかやってない私。
そうだね。She only did 右払い for us.
はい。じゃあ赤で書きます。
Oh, so this you 払いですね。Okay.
そう。あれ払ってなかった？
払ってなかった。
ここは左払いです。こののです。ちょっと長いんだけど、
I don't love the balance of mine.
バランス的にはこのはいチッチッチッチッチッチッチッチッ だいたいちょっと父がずれたんですけど、だいたいここが同じぐらいだとまあ良いかなみたいな。いい。
Oh, and you're putting this quite up far up here, eh?
あ、いいです、そこでも。
Either way? Okay.
ついてれば
As long as it's there. チッチッチッチッチ。
ついてればいいです。
はい。See you later, Goshi. Enjoy your
そう
camping
ね
barbecue.
素敵なステークね。Enjoy.
Okay, so it's something like
Hi.
that. We're already getting some shares in the Discord, so that's good. I believe I have Montana Margos here as well. Let's see. I should. Oh, yeah, okay, sweet. We have hers as well. So we can take a look at those. But first, I'm going to, so that people can have a little bit of, I should download this and flip it. So that people have a chance to share theirs on the Discord. What does this mean? This is different now. Is everything changing now? Since last time, it's only been 2 weeks. Everything is changing.
なんか10月から何か変わった？
Is this the month where all of tech change all of their apps suddenly without any notification, or am I just not checking the notifications? That could be it. All right, anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and try and do the calligraphy version. Yuki's already going at it over there.
はい、今練習
Woo!
中。
Look at that. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. It's been way too long. It feels like it's been like a year, but it's only been 2 weeks. But a lot has happened in that 2 weeks.
あ、でもさ、
はい。
そっか、私たちはコンストラクションがあったんですね。
Ah, yeah. Farming and all kinds of stuff. Knock down a building. Woo. All right, let's see if I can remember how to use this thing.
はい。大丈夫だよ。
全然ダメ。
全然ダメ？
すげえダメ。Wow, that was bleh.
どうしたどうしたどうしたなんか出たよ。
なんか出た。
なんか出てしまいました。
はい。I'm way off center for one thing.
まあボックスは無視していいです、その場合。
なるほど、なるほど。
ちょっと筆に慣れるために、こういう練習ちょっとだけした方がいいかもね。こういうさ書いて、こういうなんかスムーズにこういう風に筆使える、こういう練習した方が。
So she's saying you should do some practice like that to
そう
sort of get into the swing of things.
練習
Interesting.
した方が筆、運びって言うんですけど、この筆を使った時にちょっとかすれちゃった。そううまくスムーズに指が動くようにできるかなって。
はい。All right, I'll give that a shot and see if I can do a little bit better here. A little bit smoother.
これね。
I'm gonna fix out the brush tips. Let's see.
そうこういう感じ。どうですか？
結構ダメ。
結構ダメ？
Wow, this is really bad. Wow.
どうしちゃったん？大丈夫だよ。なんか一応ストロークオーダーは合ってるので読める。
I'm not too worried about if it's readable or not. I'm trying to make them look nice.
そうか。それは筆のこういう練習しないと、この手が固まってんだから、こういう。
Ah, the board slipped. I was liking that one too. And the board slipped and I went the other way. Okay, let's try that again. Do you guys feel my pain? I feel my pain.
うん。うん。
That's a
いい。
little better.
うん。
Mm.
イントロっていうかエントリ
Mm.
ーがもう少しあってもいいかもしれません。
Doko no?
すべてのストロークのこの、
Mm.
ここ置いてこういう風にでここ止めるみたいな。
Mm.
うん。
Yeah.
いいよ。いい。
Mm.
結構いい。結構いいですよ。結構いいと思うんだけど、ダメ？
Gotta practice these guys. I can do this better. One more time. Last time. Ma.
うん。
It's getting there. It's a little bit better.
はい、いいと思います。かなり最初の時と比べると、最初のやつ、
Better than the first one,
そう
yeah.
そう、最初のやつよりもかなり良くなってるんじゃな
It's
い？
definitely better than
ほ
that.
ら、なんかストロークがスムーズに。
Getting warmed up.
うん。
Getting warmed up. Way better than that, that's for sure. Yee. Okay, I'll get there. It always takes a little while to get into it, but we will get there. We've got a bunch shared from other people. It sounds like Yuki has something she wants to share, though.
このアンディがそうだったんですけど、この左のこののの払いのストローク、こういうやつなんですけど、これ一回ここでこう止めて、このアンディはこのままこういう風にいってるって感じ。
止めた感じが。
そう、もっと止めていいと思うんだよね。もう一回横に置くぐらい止めてからのこの走り出すぐらいがいいかなって思う。ここがもう単体。
So she said that for the no backward stroke, that it's better to stop even more than I was doing. Okay, I already hate this stroke, so that's great.
大丈夫、そういい感じですもう。
She's saying I should stop even more here. Oh, nice and thin and useless. I'm negative today. Ew. See, that stroke's okay.
いいよ。
That's the only stroke in this. It's like a long-haired cartoon guy running.
このさ、ここ一回と入ったら、この入りしたら、この太さぐらいを意識して、ここから太くて、ここがねもうこんだけ太いじゃん。ここからの細くなる、この払っていくからだんだん力が抜けて細くなるみたいな感じだと、いい、すごいいい今の感じですね。
はい。Our next word we saw was banken. That's the same kanji, so I'm going to have to go ahead and draw that one a couple times for myself because everyone's already sharing their inu kanji on its own. Inu. And it's the same, so.
Subarashi.
素晴らしくないよ。
はい、いいですよ。
It's okay.
いいじゃん。
Yeah. I can do better. Oh, that's too fat. But it's getting closer to what I'm looking for. It's getting closer to what I'm looking for.
結構いいです。
Okay.
も かなり最初と比べるといきなりうまいです。
Yuki's not used to me being this negative on myself because I never am. So she's probably like, oh my goodness, what's happening? All right, let's go ahead and see what everyone else shared with us today. We'll take a look at Montana Margot's first two. Oops, what are you doing at Mac? Okay, I wanna not Mac, iPhone. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one.
はい。ちょっと一番左のその犬は点の位置がまず違いますね。そっちは
そうだね。The first one has the line in
そ
the
れ
wrong
は
place.
ちょっと間違いになってしまいます。
そうだね。
そう。
So this one, the first dot is on the wrong spot. So you want to make sure you have it up here.
これが、
見えないよ。
ここだね。
うん。
ここはだと漢字がないで。
OK だよ。うん。
で2個目見ていきます。
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the second one.
そうそう。これは間違いだから、ここのやつは間違いだから、これは見ません。
Right.
次のやつね。いい。そのサポートライン、ボックスラインを書いてくれたんだね。いいです。
Okay, so she likes the support lines that you've drawn. That'll be helpful, I think.
位置その漢字自体は読めるじゃないですか。だからそこはもう OK なんだけど。
So the kanji is readable. Anyone would be able to know what you had drawn.
これがボックスラインだと思ってね、これ。もう少し、もうだいたいこの真ん中の線ぐらいからちょっと上、もうギリギリのところから書き始めていいのね。
So she recommends starting the first stroke just above the middle line. So you've started quite high above the middle line, which is going to make balancing the legs out very difficult. It makes them look really, really long here. So it's a little bit better to start just above the middle line.
はい。が、それだけです。もうそれ以外はもう脳の左払いもいいし、右払いも頑張ってるので、そこだけ。
That's the main thing
ここ
to make it look a little bit
スタ
different
ート
here.
するこの1の位置だけちょっと下に下げればかなり良くなるかなと思います。
It will look, yeah, that's the main thing. It will look a lot better if that is the one thing that you work on. This is, I believe, Morbid Blessings. His looks way better than mine. What the heck? Nice.
モアビッドブレッシングうま
That's
い
really, really good.
うまいよ。
Especially this stroke. Ooh,
まず
I'm jealous of that.
いやほとんど、直すところはないです。
Pretty much nothing to fix on this one.
そうもう超細かく言うとバランスだけなんだけど、もうストローク入り、エントリーもうまくできてるし、まあちょっとピッキーに言うと
So she's going to be a little bit picky because there's not much to say. Your strokes are very good, but
1の止めはこっち側に来るようにね。
So the only thing she could mention is that maybe do I have like a smaller pen I can point with here? This stopping here, it's come down below, which a lot of mine did too. It'd be better to have it come up above like she's showing you there. That's the only really point that she could make on this one.
ここで一回エントリー作っていってからもう一回ここで筆を置くか、この作り方なんですけど、こうやって筆を置いてからこういう風にいってちょっとだけこのなんていうのこういう風に、筆をね置くんだけど、こういう風に
kind of come back up.
そうカムバックするとここがうまくできる。
But otherwise, yeah, very good.
大きくは2パターンがある。
Oops, close my.
でもモアビッドブレッシングのやつストロークもとってもいいし。
Strokes are looking very good, yes.
そうとっても上手です。
So this is lots of different practice from Alex, but the main one that he chose was this one, I believe.
おーいい。アレックスのねこの右払いねかなり上手だからねいいです。アレックスもバランスも結構いいし、モアビッドブレッシングと同じ1のストロークがちょっと気になるかなと思います。この
So this stroke is the only one she gets a little bit.
この入りはいいじゃないですか。
The entry is good.
入りは ここ結構ダイナミックな感じでいいです。で、ここがアレックスはちょっとふわっといっちゃったんかなこれ。
It looks like you sort of swept out on the exit here, but you want to make sure you have a
ここは
stop.
そうしっかり止めるがいいと思います。
It'll make it look a little better. But
でも
your backwards no here looks excellent. Yeah, looking good. Montana Margot says, yes, everything is changing. I'm constantly getting pop-up ads over the comments and chat and have to keep dismissing them. What? Are you guys getting pop-up ads over chat? I don't even know how to I don't think I can turn any of that off without also disabling super chats and stuff. YouTube, thanks for letting us know. Thank you so much, more blessing. Appreciate that. Yuki sensei,
ありがとうございます。
arigatou gozaimasu.
もうありがとうございます。ゆき先生、もう頑張ります。ありがとうございます。
Skipped the writing phrase and went straight to the calligraphy. We already did the writing phase in the first part of the series, back in the writing and meanings section of the series. So now we're doing the calligraphy stuff. Ads in chat, huh? Sounds like it. It's weird. All right, so that's very, very good. That's the main thing. I've got a lot to work on this one. So we've got inu and banken. Let's see what our next word is.
ねえねえ、ユキ、
何？
この犬は何？
それは狛犬という。本当は犬じゃないよ。
そうなんだ。何の仕事をしている？
神様の番犬の仕事。
すごい。ちなみに善光寺に行ったことがある？
うん。時。
All right, so banken we actually did not look at in the skit yet, but banken means a dog that like a watchdog or like a guard dog for your home. So that's what that means. Those komainu, which you'll often see at shrines here in Japan, that's their job. They're basically guard dogs, although they're not actually dogs apparently. But the next word is going to be temple. Temple is not a combination. We've actually already written the kanji that's over in here in tokidoki. So we've already done part of this. So it shouldn't be too hard, but it's basically going to be dirt on the top and then a part I don't think we actually covered in this series. I can't remember did we cover this as a part? I don't remember. I don't think so. But anyway, let's go ahead and see
はい。
what that looks like. And if I can do it today. This is going to be a big temple.
そうですね。Very historical です
And
ね。
I cut through it. Oops. Now, I'm curious if this is going to be smaller, right? I think we learned that last time when we were doing the recording that this needs to be smaller.
はい。その通りです。
And then we're a little bit over to the right.
はい。
Then we cut back up and then do a dot there.
はい。
Right? Something like
素晴
that?
らしい。
Mm.
そう、私まさに言おうとしてたこのチップ
The tip that she had for this one.
はダートを大きく、この土を大きく書い
Draw
て、
dirt nice and big, yeah.
で下のスンって読むんですけど、
Sun, eh? This is
So-
sun. Oh, I think we did cover that one actually, yeah.
まあひらがなの
I can't
時
remember what we
に
called
ね、
it,
この
though.
ひらがなのスのオリジナル漢字はこれだと思うんです
Right,
け
right.
ど、
This is the original kanji that the hiragana su is based
そう
on.
そうそう。で、その漢字はちっちゃく書くと。
You draw that small.
はい
It's tempting, and I think even Japanese people will often draw this even bigger than tsuchi on top.
So-
So that's something to be careful of.
まあ間違いではないんですけど、気をつけた方がいいですね。
Mm.
はい。こんな感じかな。
Okay.
これもちょっとだけ通るを意識する。
You want to aim for it being a little bit
そう
tall.
こ
Okay.
この下土はちょっとスクイッシーに書いて、ここのスンはちょっとだけ気持ち、高く 書くとかっこいいバランスになるかなと思います。
So she said to make it look cool, you can make dirt on top a little bit squished, and then sun down below a little bit taller, and that makes it look taller and a little bit more well balanced. So basically, the right radical of time. That is correct. That's the next kanji we're doing, and we've actually already done it in this series. But okay, so we've already gotten a couple in chat in the Discord, so that's exciting. I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to the worksheet here, and see if I can write it with this brush, which has been a struggle today. Should be fine.
これね。
Okay.
はい。お願いします。
Ooh, this brush is not cooperating with me today. Naruhodo. Okay.
はい。さっきも言ったんですけど、この寸のここの縦の払いのところがこう長く、ここが長く取れるといいかなって思います。
I wonder if I could do it with this still, or if I've forgotten how to draw with this pen as well. Let's see. Oh no, I've completely forgotten how to use this pen. Okay, that's interesting.
いや、いいのに。
Not so flat. What is going on, guys? 2 weeks off. Can't do that. Yeah.
ありゃ。
Really?
ピアノとかと同じですよね。
Yeah, wow. I'm a bit surprised actually.
やらないとどんどんできなくなっちゃうんです。
I had gotten so good at this up until recently.
Yeah.
At least that's how I felt. And now, like, what is this? What is that? What? I don't. What happened?
まずこの土が全然スクイッシュじゃなくない？アンディのやつ。土が全然スクイッシュできてなくない？
そうだね。
もっと潰すんですよ。もうこのぐらい。
So she's saying make it squishier.
ここもう。
Ma, that's not even the problem at this point. I can't even figure out how to use the pen. Like the strokes are not what I'm trying to do at all.
ありゃ。
So.
そうゆっくり。
そんなもんかな。Wow. Okay. Interesting.
このまあ習字は別にそのカリグラフィーはペンで書くだけだからそんなに問題じゃないんだけど、この書道の方はやっぱり禅じゃないですか。これ気持ちをもうリラックスしてね、この一つ一つのその部分に集中しないとうまくいかないよね。
あ、ゴルフみたいね。
そうですね。全くゴルフは禅だったんかな。
そうだよ。全く同じ。
じゃあ全く同じですそれ。
Okay. It's a little bit better. Oh, wow, Alex, that's really nice. We'll show that to Yuki soon.
ちょっと私も書いてか
は
ら
い、お願いします。
はい。アンディのそのチップの方をやった方がいいよね。アンディのそのチップ、
うん。
ちょっと私ここまで書いて、
うん。うん。
じゃ
Making
あア
that
ンディ
nice
の
and
や
wide.
つとその比べてみたいと思います。この、
はい恥ずかしいよ。書こうとしてるストロークに書けてないのに、こっから。
まず、
はい
ちょっと見てみて、よく見て。
よく見てますよ
これちょっと私これ以上ズームできないんですけど、
うん。
この
見えるよ
私のやつ
うん。
は、このボックスのこのチッチッチがあったら、
うん。
この上、これの上までにこれが土が
はい。
もうここにね当たらない、ここに当たらない
Right.
土が
うん。
ぐらい上に書いてあるんですよ、
うん
ここ。でもアンディは
当たってないよ。
本当
うん。
もうかぶっちゃってんじゃん、ここに。
してない。
本当
うん、してないし。あ、こっちね。
そう。
こっちはなしだよ。これ、
あなし
このペン。
分かった。
こっちでお願いします。
で、ここがもうこの下の寸も、
うん。
これと同じぐらいスクイッシュして、この隙間がね、ここ。で、ここをもう始めるって感じ。だからここの
From the middle.
寸のストロークがこの真ん中の点々ちちちのこの点々点に来るぐらい上に書かないと、
うん。
この下が
うん
もうスペース取れない、ここ
Okay.
が。
So she's saying that the first stroke of the bottom part of this kanji should start right in the middle there, and make sure that the dirt part is well above. I keep hearing. Someone here?
マジベア
めっちゃ電話来たりしてるし。ちょっとわかんないな。はい、sorry guys, one second.
デリバリ
違うと思うけど。今日は何15日だよね。はい。まあ、いいや。Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to give that another try on this board. We've got a few to show in chat. Sorry that this is supposed to be destroying your guys' kanji, but it looks like it's back to destroying mine. But that's my own fault. I should practice. All right, let's give it a shot.
ー。うん。結構いいと思うんですけど。
Okay, that's a little better. Okay, I just got to remember to get into a little relaxed, focused state, and then things will be okay. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some other people's temples. All right, I could make it a little bit longer and wider, but that's not so bad. Don't worry, guys. Andy's doing this on purpose so we can get more tips on how to correct our writing. If they were always perfect, we'd have nothing to look. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm struggling today. That's okay. We'll get into it. There's that picture. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Montana Margos.
はい。ちょっと私一個も書いてないので、ちょっと一個は書いとくね。
ありがとうございます。
こういう感じですね。
ち
ょっと羽がダイナミックだった。
うん。
まあいいでしょう。
いいでしょう。Okay, let's take a look at Montana Margos.
はい。
Well, I draw one
いや
over here.
いい。マーゴいいです。マーゴ素晴らしい。
She says it's good.
土のその一番上のストロークは短めの方がいいかな。ここ
So the
が
first stroke in dirt, you want to make it a little bit shorter.
こういう形が土になるので、ここがね、同じじゃない方がいいです。ここが短く。
So yeah, you want to make that. You don't want to make them the same length because it could start to be confused for a different kanji. You want to make this one much shorter, and this one, the length of that one is fine. Yeah.
かな、
うん。
そのぐらいかな。
あれ
いや、その他は結構入りもいいし、ペンのバランスとしては結構いいと思うんだよね。そこの土のところがうまく描ければ。
はい。
はい。
Should these be connected?
そっか。コネクトした方がいい。まあコネクトっていうか、ここのところからくっついて始まるって感じだよね。ここがわざわざここを絶対くっつけるみたいな感じではなく、ここをつけて始めるって感じ。
So it doesn't necessarily have to be connected, but usually you will see that it is, like you could see in hers, that they touch. This part touches the top part. And then you can use the tip that she gave me a moment ago, which is your first line of the bottom part can start on the middle line. And that will make it a little bit more balanced. So you can squish this up, make this part a little bit smaller, and then basically move the bottom part up and make it a little bit taller. Otherwise, all good, eh?
そう、寸のその下の部分のバランスは結構いいから。
But the balance of sun on the bottom is quite good. So in general, the kanji looks quite nice.
Okay. いいと思います。
はい。Let's go ahead and take a look at
はい。
Morbid Blessing.
Morbid Blessing も上手なんだよな。バランスは良い。字のバランスとしては非常に良いです。
See you there, dumb boot. Thanks for hanging out.
さっきもちょっと言ったんですけど、この1横棒ですね。この入って止めるの練習をちょっと何回かした方がいいかも。この1の練習。
So she's saying one thing that you probably will want to practice a little bit is your one strokes. So just making sure you get your entry and then pulling it over and making sure you got your stop. Kind of like that. Because the reason she's saying that, I imagine, is because it looks like you didn't stop here. It looks like you went like that without pausing before you start. So you're going to put your brush down, stop, and then pull it out, and then stop, and then pull your brush up. I don't think you can see me doing that. Why don't my actual strokes look like my practice strokes? That's funny.
So
look at that. I can actually do it, but I don't on mine. Okay, anyway. So yeah, so that's something you can probably practice. And
それだけですね。プラクティス的にはこの横棒がこういう風にこういう練習こう置いてこういう練習なんだけど、この長さが違ってもこの長くなってもやることが同じじゃない、この横棒って。
Right.
そうだからそれだけこの長さが違くてもこの入りとエントリーとこのエンディングがうまくできるようになればかなり、この漢字これから寺だけじゃなくてこれからの漢字もかなり綺麗に書けると思います。
Right. So if you practice just that a lot, all of your kanji will start to look even better. So that's one thing she recommends practicing a lot. Just this single one stroke.
こうやって止める。こうやって入って。こうやって筆を上げて作るか、ここをね。
You can either stop and pull it back up like that to make it look really fancy, or even just stopping.
こういう風にもう一回止めるっていう、まあどっちでもやりやすい方でいいんですけど、この形が作れれば。
はい。
はい。
And then maybe make this one, the one in the middle here, or the sun, how should I put it? The sun first stroke a little bit smaller than the tsuchi bottom stroke. You want to make that a little bit smaller, a little bit less wide than this stroke here. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Mark Blessing. Thank you so much.
ありがとうございます。
I'm glad that you're finding it helpful. Take a look at Alex's. This one impressed me.
わーこのさ、まず横棒とか線のそのストローク自体が結構スムーズでとってもいいですね。このイーブンで文字線が書けるって結構いい。で入りもよくわかりやすいです。
Entry looks good. Your strokes are very smooth.
こういうカリグラフィーのスタイルがあるんだけど、
So there is a style of calligraphy like this.
そうだけど、
But she said,
一応今私たちがね頑張ってるのはここをこっち側に止めるときにね、こっち側にこういう風な形になるように止めるっていうカリグラフィーのスタイルなんですね。
So the style that we've been working on, that Yuki is teaching us mostly, is the one where you stop at the end of your single strokes like that.
こうやっていってここでこういう風になんていうのかな、この隷書みたいな感じになるんだけど、こういう風に、跳ねてくやつはまた違うカリグラフィーの
And then the kind of stroke she's showing there is once again yet a different style of calligraphy. So I think the point of that is, for example, you don't want to blend those styles. You choose one or the other, right? So the way you start and end a stroke depends on the type of calligraphy you're doing. And what you've done here is an existing form of calligraphy. It's just a little bit different than the one that maybe your vertical strokes are using or what we've been going over so far. So, but it looks very, very good. And I've seen fonts like that one. So, yeah, great.
そう、ここのね、止めがね、この楷書っていうやつを今やってるので、こういう風にこの筆が来たら一回ここでもう離してもいいから、ここでもう一回入り直すみたいな練習だといいかもしれない。こう難しいよね、これをさ作るのが。
いや、もう結構見せてるから多分どうすればいいかわかるけど、できるかどうかはね、今後の話になりますね。
なるほど。
はい。
ちょっとそこが練習の部分ですね。
はい。
はい。という感じですね。
Okay. Excellent job though. Looking very good.
そう。もう見た目はすごい綺麗だからアレックスの、
Looks very nice.
そう字が。だからそういうなんていうのちょっと小さい部分が結構目立っちゃう。
She's saying it looks so nice that little parts like that really stand out. It's an interesting point with language in general, not just with visual, like writing. She says when it looks so good, the little things stand out more. So little things like your exit there stands out because it looks so good. Like the better things look, the more the little details stand out. Something which is really interesting with Japanese that we've noticed recently is a lot of our students they submit recordings of themselves on the website. Many of you submit your recordings, and what we've noticed is that the better someone's pronunciation is, the more poor pitch accent stands out. So for example, if someone's pronunciation sounds quite like foreign to Japanese, pitch accent doesn't really stand out. It doesn't matter. It can still be understood fine by a Japanese person. But someone with almost perfect pronunciation, like perfect length moras, they're extending vowels perfectly, they're like they're not having extra weird vowels popping in there that don't exist in Japanese. Like people who have that down, their pitch accent stands out a lot more. Doesn't mean they won't be understandable. It just means it pops. Like it pops when something is wrong because everything else was perfect, but then suddenly one pitch was off and it's like, oh right, this person's not a native. Like it really makes it stand out. So like the worse you are at pronunciation, the less that makes like it matters. It's very, very weird, very interesting. And I noticed it as well. I was like, wow, this person's really good. And then it's like, oh right, but that stands out. Whereas it doesn't stand out with other people. And that's the same with drawing characters. The better it looks, the more small details pop. So there's never perfect, right? You can never be perfect. There's always something to improve on. So it's both discouraging and encouraging. I feel like there's always more to learn, and you can always get better. So you can look at it two different ways. It can be very encouraging or very discouraging.
でも私それ、なんかそのさ本人だったら聞くのはちょっとディスカレージな感じじゃないですか。でも実際起きてることはすごくプラスだけなんだと思うんだよね。だってよりネイティブに近づいてる、でネイティブだってパーフェクトじゃないじゃないですか、だから例えばその TOEIC みたいに900点台もみたいな感じになってきてると、ちょっとの 間違いが、
うん
だけになっちゃうからすごくそこがなんていうの目立ちやすくなる。他が全部ナチュラルに聞こえてきたり他がすごい綺麗にナチュラルにかけてくるとちょっとのその点とか A とか that とかの違いだけですごく変に聞こえるのが目立ちやすくなっちゃう、
うん
だけど実際に起きてることはもう他の部分がかなり上手くなってるだけ
うん
なんだから、
So the
そこが
reality
そう
is
そう
you've become very, very good at something. So
そう
that's still the truth. You're still very, very good at something. It's just that in those cases, the little things start to pop out. So there's always something to improve, but it's still a positive because it still means you're getting very good at something.
そうなんだよね。
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the next word.
ねえねえユキ、
何？
この犬は何？
それは狛犬という。本当は犬じゃないよ。
そうなんだ。何の仕事をしている？
神様の番犬の仕事。
すごい。ちなみに善光寺に行ったことがある？
うん、時々行くよ。
そこに。
All right. So the next word is tokidoki. Tokidoki. We've already learned this kanji when we studied ji, but we will go over it again one more time because it's not an exactly super easy one. Is that English? It's not exactly super easy. It's not good English, but it's English. It's not super easy, and it also contains the part we just learned, which is temple. Thank you again, Andy and Yuki, for being wonderful teachers. Unfortunately, we got a toddler with an ear infection, so I need to leave early tonight. Minasan ganbatte. Arigatou gozaimasu, Alex. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out.
ありがとう
Love
ご
the
ざいます。
positive focus. The roller coaster ride of language learning continues. Indeed, it does. But still, excellent job, Alex. Looking really good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and draw. Once again, we've already done this one, so hopefully I won't mess it up too bad. You want to make your day quite thin because we're going to have temple on the right, and parts on the left are always a little bit thinner than parts on the left, on the right. Bedroom の窓が開いてる？
開いてません。
じゃあ何なの？変な音聞こえてる。Something like that.
はい。
I should probably, I don't think I've made this big enough for how big my day was. So I feel like this probably needs to be something more like if I'm just going to do it fast, but something more of this size, probably. Yeah, probably still not, but something more like that size.
素晴らしい。
A little bit bigger is what I imagine was probably necessary there.
いい。
So let's see what Yuki's got for us.
はい。
I'm going to redo that.
もう私は超線に書いてるよね。
そうだよね。She draws it super
そう
thin.
うん。で、こういう感じですよね。もっと上からでいいし、もっと大きく寺を描いていいです。
So I can start even higher and draw even bigger, right? Okay, so yeah, still again. Okay, so the thing to focus on here is definitely to make, like, careful with your first part. Careful with your first part. If you make it nice and thin and small, you've got a lot more room to work with your temple part. But if you make it big, you're going to have to make your temple huge.
そう、こんなに火を大きく描いちゃうと、結構横にもこう、大きく描かなきゃいけなくなっちゃう。こう、わかる？
Still not big enough, but looking a little bit better there. Okay. I'm not unhappy with that. I'm okay with
いい
that.
よ、いい感じ。
Looks okay.
でもこの火はできるだけ小さく 細く書いてくっつける。
And
ペラを
on
く
the
っ
way.
つける。
And then stick it together.
そう
Okay.
が
Sweet.
いいと思います。
ありがとうございます。So let's go ahead and see. Let's continue the struggle.
こ
By the
の
way,
この漢字よりも、
うん
その
ノマ
ビデオの方にはそう
Yeah.
説明してるよね、ノマ。
so there's a character in this as well
So-
called a noma. I believe you draw it like this. I actually haven't drawn this one in like a long time. I can't remember how to draw it.
はい、ではこのノマの方をやっていきたいと思います。ノマ
I
は
think it's like this.
まずの
No.
払います。
Okay.
のくんがここに、うん、
Ah, it goes this way.
そう、
Okay.
さっきの大きいっていう字
Right
と
on,
同
right
じ
on, right on.
の払いがあります。左払いってことね。
はい、like that. Okay.
そうだからこのカタカナののと、
うん
このカタカナのまなんだけどこれ、
Right.
ほら、
Mm-mm-mm.
のとまのと
There it is. Okay.
これねまがくっついて
漢字
る
難しい。
のま
ありがとう。
です。
Subcreature. Yeah, it is. Okay. So you've put no and ma together,
So-
and then we get. That's why it's called no ma.
そうです。
That just clicked. Okay, that makes sense.
Hi.
No and ma becomes. It's often referred to as a noma. Noma character, and all it does is it repeats the last character. So you could draw the word tokidoki with two toki kanjis. You could just draw the same kanji twice, but since that's a pain in the neck, the noma character, no and ma, noma, was created so that it's like a programming term that just means repeat the last character. So toki and noma.
他の N5 のボキャブラリーで言うと、いろいろとかがありますね。
Iro is one that uses it. Yeah, things like that. If you hear the same sound twice when you write it, you'll probably be using a noma.
あ、サブクリーチャーさんが言っています。担々麺いいですね。そう、担々麺も
そう
タンタンを繰り返してます。
ま
でもそれはチャイニーズなのかな？チャイニーズワードだよね。
Oh yeah,
一応
tantan is
麺
Chinese.
うん、
Right. I put these two close together, but basically
はーい、
that's tokidoki.
いいですね。
Right. Okay, so we've got a few submitted in our chat already. Let's see if I can calligraphy this bad boy up. 好きなラーメンだ。
はい。
Tantamen. Oh, I also like
私
tantamen.
時々いいかもうやったね。
そう
のまやらなくていいね。はい。
All right, this is gonna be a fun one. I feel
ね
like I
え、
don't
担
have enough
々
ink.
麺美味しいよね。私は鶏白湯が好きです。
He likes tori paitan. Wow, made that all fat.
はい。
My noma got a little weird, but
いいと思います。時々の時の土
hmm.
がすごいよく書けたなと思います。
ありがとうございます。
はい。じゃあ私書いていくね。
うん
もうちょっとね、のまののは、
うん
スリムでいいかなって思う。
Yeah, I know. I slipped
はい。
badly. The no is definitely not what I was looking for. Nice and thin strokes. Look at how fast she can move back on that. Woo! using up that whole box.
こういう感じだ
ふむふ
ね。
む。Okay.
で、のまはこののをもうちょ
starting
っ
up higher,
と
eh?
そう。で、まはこれはカタカナのデストロインでやったんですけど、この折り返す時もこれ一回こうやって置き直してからこう入るっていうのがいいかなと思います。
Okay, so basically when you
ここは
get to
こう
the
ね。
curve back, you sort of you don't lift it off the paper, but you lift it up a little bit and then push back down. If you're using a brush like we are.
あ、この夕
みたい
方の、そうそうそうそう、夕方の夕とかやったよね、これ。夕方の夕でやったっけ？やったよね。
We never used a brush.
まだあれか、
We
ビ
never
デオに
used a
出てない。
brush. Yeah. Okay, so something like
そう
that.
だね。カ
Okay,
タ
let's
カナ
see.
だとやっぱりくみたいなやつだね、こういう。そう。ここね、こういう形ですね。
Probably could have gone down a little bit more. But
うん。
something like
はい
that, eh?
今ちょっと大事な部分がありましたので、
はい。
このま
払い。
のそう払い、
Okay.
ふと同じで、このカタカナふと同じで、こうやってちょっと払ってからここにこの点をつける。
So this is a 払いか。And then I've gone too far there, but something like that. Okay.
そうちょっと強く長く払いじゃないんだけど、こんな感じにちょっとだけ払ってバランスよくこの最後の点が来るように、の距離長さがいいと思います。
Okay. Thank you.
はい。
Let's see what others got for us.
カタカナの方はカタカナデストロイングの方でやっていますので、そちらを。
She's covered that a lot in the katakana destroying videos. Check that out if you're interested.
そう。
Grammy, Montana Margot asked me earlier if she's getting a bunch of pop-ups on her chat. Is anyone else getting pop-ups over their chat? The sponsored thing is they're not sponsoring me. It just means that it's an advertisement. That's all that sponsored means. If you see anything on Google-owned services that says sponsored, it just means that someone has paid to place that there. I imagine if someone clicks it, I get a little bit of revenue from it. I don't know. I haven't chosen to put it there. It's just automatically showing up. So sorry about that. Anyone who's seeing those, that's really annoying. But anyway, let's take a look at Montana Margot's Tokidoki.
はい。なんかチャットが私変になってる。はい。ではモンタナマーゴさんの、時々見ていきたいと思います。
はい。
いや、時はかなりいい。さっきの寺の、土と寸の場所も結構いいし、その左側の火とも日っていう字ね、うまくくっついてるので、時はかなりいいと思います。
It's looking quite good.
ノマの方、ノマの方、マの方はすごいいい。ノとマはちょっとだけこのなんていうのかな、こことこの部分がちょっとパラレルの方がいいって思うんだけど。
I see. She's saying that your curve backs on your no and on your ma, you kind of want them to be more parallel, like she's drawn there.
でも絶対読めるので悪くないです。
But it's certainly readable, no problems there. So it looks very good. You just maybe to make it a little better, you might want to make this a little bit more parallel with your no stroke. If I can go back up to the Toki, Yuki was saying it's very good, and it does look very good. Nobody would ever have issues with this. I would just to give a little bit of advice at least. I would suggest making the base of your dirt part longer, and you want the first stroke of the bottom part to be shorter than the last stroke of dirt on top. So basically what you've done is you've written you've gone like this, and you've made almost the same length of these, and really you want this to be quite a bit longer, and then you've done this for your second stroke. But what you want is you want this, you want it to be shorter on the inside. So that's the main thing. Make this a little bit shorter and this a little bit bigger, and then this shorter than those. Well, it can be about the same length as this or a little bit longer. And then obviously you want to make it tall like hers, not like mine. But that's the balance you want there.
そうだね。
That's the main thing though. But otherwise it looks very good.
まあそう。一般的には
And then parallel
全然これが長くても短くてもこっちが長くても短くても問題にはなりません。一
It
応
won't,
言うと
it won't
ね。
become a problem with understanding, but that's not what we're doing here. So
はい。
はい。
まあ一応でもそのもうかけてるんだからそこは大事にしとかないと思う。
そうね。
はい。
はい。
これモアビッドブレッシング
そうです。
いい。もうめっちゃいい。このストロークの太さがいい。私的には結構好み。
The thickness of the strokes looks very good. That's the kind of stroke she likes.
習字そのカリグラフィーでは結構その太い字がいいとされるんですよ。その細いよりも太い、まあ、細くてバランスが良いのもすごく評価が高いんですけど、太くてダイナミックに自信を持って書いてある雰囲気の字はすごく褒められるんですね。
So she said that in calligraphy in Japan, thicker strokes are generally praised more highly. Of course, thin strokes that are well balanced and things, they are also very, thought well of. But the thicker strokes tend to be the ones that people are aiming for more. So these are looking very, very good, basically like that.
でさっきの多分ね頑張ってるんだよね。この1と右この1ストロークっていうか、この横のストローク結構頑張ってる風だと思います。
She can tell that
だ
you're
から
working
結
on
構
that.
いい。時もバランスが結構いいので。
Balance on Toki is good.
そう。まあ、気持ちで言うと、全部のストロークはすべて右に気持ちアップしていった方がいいかな。
So she's saying if she was to add anything to these, she would recommend for all of the strokes here, like here, the ma here, the he over here as well. They've all come out quite flat, so just angling them up a little bit more. So like this, you've actually gone down, but bringing it back up. This one's a bit kimochi up, but you could go even more kimochi up on your day. This one can be a little bit more. This one can be. You've come down and gone up. You could really make that a little bit more kimochi up, a little bit more kimochi. Everything a little bit more kimochi up, and it will look even better.
できればね、全体的にこういう感じで
You want to
スト
angle
ロークを
everything
書
just a
いた
little
の
bit
が
up. Definitely tough, but more blessing says このような私にそこまでご親切にしていただき誠にありがとうございます。good Japanese.
素晴らしすぎる。ありがとうございます。こちらこそありがとうございます。本当にいつもありがとうございます。
はい。Thank you.
いやでも全体的には
clear picture. We can see all of the print lines. That's wild.
全体的には綺麗に描けてるから、そう結構いいんだよね。
Yeah. Looking good. I think that's the only one we've got submitted on the Discord. So that's the two. Let's move on to the next word.
ねえねえ、ユキ。
何？
この犬は何？
それは狛犬という。本当は犬じゃないよ。
そうなんだ。何の仕事をしている？
神様の番犬の仕事。
すごい。ちなみに善光寺に行ったことがある？
時々行くよ。
そこに犬と散歩している人がいるよ。
最近犬と一緒に行ってもいいお寺が多いね。
そうなんだ。いいね。
犬と長い散歩したいね。
ねえ。
All right. There's only one more. So because I
Hi.
forgot that the next word here is otera, which is just temple, and we've already covered ji, the suffix that means temple and temple names. I've always thought it was funny because generally temples, when their names are written out in English in Japan, they include the ji as part of the name. So they'll have like Zenko-ji Temple, despite ji being the temple part. So it's really Zenko Temple, but nobody will ever say Zenko Temple. It's always Zenko-ji Temple. I thought that was funny. But anyway, otera, we've already covered that. So the only word we have left is actually nagai, which is the final kanji we learn in the meanings and writing series. And it's actually quite, not difficult, but I think it has some of the most interesting strokes of any kanji we've covered up to date. So that's going to be a fun one. I'm going to try and write this one more time just because I feel a little bit better.
いい。めっちゃいい。
That's much
最
better
初
than
の
mine.
やつに比べたらもうすごいいい。もう最初のやつ持ってきてほしい。ほんとここに。
Hi. My earlier ones from today.
はい。いや、いいでしょう。すごく
It's
上
not that
手
much
でしょ。
different. I
この
just
やっ
guess
ぱ
that's a
り
mood. It's way better than this one, but
そうやっぱりこの上の土とこの寸のこの右棒
way better than
位
that one.
はちょっとスクイッシュしてその 縦のこの部分を長く取る点とその縦の払い羽棒を長く取るとやっぱりその字の雰囲気全然違うなと思います。
Getting much better.
バランス的にもかっこよい感じ。
Feeling better today. Sweet. Okay, so that's good. All right, Kimochi up. What do we do that with the ATM machines too? I can't remember what we were talking about there.
気持ちアップかな。
Kimochi up. Perhaps your fingers will remember their own strength if they grasped your sword. I just finished reading that part last week in Japanese in The Lord of the Rings. I'm almost finished with the first book of Two Towers in Lord of the Rings in Japanese. So yeah, I think I talk about that every week. Whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw nagai. Yes, my hands are waking up. I've grasped my actual sword. All right.
このブラシソードのこと。
Yeah, so I've written this kanji a lot, which means I probably have bad habits with it because it's one of the main kanji in the name of the place we live, which is Nagano.
はい。
So I'm used to writing it fast, so I don't even know if I can write it slow.
大丈夫かな。
どういうこと？
そんなに横長で大丈夫かな。
ね。It's gonna be huge.
なんとかなってきてる。はい、いいですよ。いい。
はい。
いい、結構いい。
It's huge. 長い。はい。
ちょっとその一つポイントとして言うと、これフォントだとさ、これフォントだとここの下の部分さ、このこうやってきてから、このフォントの時ね、フォントはこのアンディみたいにこういう風にここから流れてるよね、この最後の右払い。だけど手で書くとき、一般的にはここはくっつかず、そうくっつかず、これがここのくっつかないんだけど、ここからこのように生えます。
Okay, so it starts over here.
そうですね。だけどここにはスペースが残って、 くっつきません
Ah, interesting.
という
Okay.
感じになります。フォントのだからどっちでもいいと思うんだよね。フォントはこっちで出してるし、間違いじゃない。ストロークが、
It's not a mistake. It's just that in fonts it's one way, and generally in writing, it's not.
そうなんですよ。
So it starts here.
そうです。はい、そこです。
I see. Okay.
いい、とってもいいです。そう、
Got it.
ハンドライティングの時はね、そっち。
Mm-hmm.
はい、では私書いていきます。
Oh, you make it nice and you make it short. ほほ。
short and long なんか
Short
通
and
るで。
long. Interesting. Okay.
はい、こんな感じです。
Mm-hmm. It's very different from my Nagano. Mine is more fonty, I
あれ
guess.
私の
Let's
YouTube さ、なんかクラッシュした。
Is everyone still hearing us? I don't see any issues.
本当？
Should be fine.
私の YouTube だけ？
Might just be you. She's making it long
はい。
and short. Yeah, everything's fine.
OK。
No problems for me. Loud and clear. Thank
よ
you.
かった、よかった。
Thanks, Kellen. How you doing? And then you make this quite long. And then you're starting out a little bit over here. And then your nose quite short. And then you're starting out here. Okay. There's the Yuki version.
そ
Okay.
う。いいんかな。ちょっと極端だったかな。
Yeah. I think they both have their uh
いや、
this looks to me like a dude like lining up to start a fight like this. Can you guys see that?
本当だ。本当。
And he's just standing here for a long, long time. Nagai.
そうか。
Maybe he's got a really nagai head, a really long head. That's what he looks like. Okay.
はい。
Good tips. Let's go ahead and take a look at the calligraphy.
ね
I don't know if I'm writing better or if I'm just in a better mood now. Everything exists within your mood. Did you know that?
ちょっと長いの、お手本っていうかその漢字辞典見てみますね。
Okay. Sorry about that, Grammy. I don't know what's happening there. I think I've gone too kimochi up there.
いや、いいです。素晴らしいです。
Hi.
はい。
I feel like my balance is a little bit off, but I don't hate it.
いや、いいよ。すごいいい感じ。ちょっと一旦漢字辞典の方を。
Hi. Oh, you want to? You're gonna share that with me? Okay. Discord. Okay.
このさっきの長い
Mm-hmm.
はこのさ教科書
あ
の方は
教科書がいい
そうそうそうそう、はやっぱりこの空間ができてるけど、
Mm-hmm.
あれフォントはくっついてる
Mm-hmm.
からまあどっちでも
But it's not stuck together here, eh? Is our internet just not working today? You can see it's quite separated out
そ
there,
う
eh?
そうそうだけどそれ次のやつに多分行くとその
こっちか。
それ解消だからその左明朝ってやつ一番左上の
これね。
そうそうそのゴシック体っていうのと
this
明
is more
朝
like
っていうのは
fonts, eh?
その、 パソコンのフォントだから、ゴシックっていうやつ。
Gotcha. This one looks interesting.
そう、これ総書だからね。
This is the taller version, kind of like
そうだね。
Yuki's. Okay.
はい。
Okay. So let's see what Yuki's looks like
はい。
in calligraphy. Then we can jump into the shared ones. Okay, yeah. Obviously, the kimochi up there is quite dropping the ball there on mine. Let's try it one more time before we take a look at everyone else's.
ちょっと左側に書きすぎちゃったね。これもう一回書きます。このね、ここのこういう感じ。でもうまく書けないね。私ちょっと下手っちだ。ちょっと下手っち。
She doesn't like hers.
ちょっと恥ずかしい。
She's embarrassed. どうですか、こっち。This one, my second one.
いや、いい。上手。なんか書けば書くほどバランスがなんか左にどんどん寄っていってしまう。
Your nagai gets really over to the left.
そう。
But that's
なん
good.
かさ、もうちょっとこっち側から書けばいいんかな。このそういうことか。
あ、そうかもね。
こうでしょ。ここはね、ここのさ、ここの幅、全部同じにしたいのよ。
You want to make this side and this side the same width.
そう、全部同じにしたいの。難しいんだよね。
That's difficult. So see, the things she's thinking about have not even entered my waking mind.
こんな感じ。
いいじゃん。
ちょっと下手ちだけどみんな許してくれ。
Even the pros sometimes don't like theirs. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at everyone else's. We've got Montana Margot's Nagai. Oh, this looks quite good.
練習しときます。みんなうまい。はい。
まだ見てないのにみんなうまいって言っちゃダメです。
いやだってそのモンタナマーゴのバランスが結構良いもんだって、この私が目指してるこの幅。
I think I can give you a tip on E. That's the one that.
あ、そうだね。
Your E looks a lot like my old E used to look, and
Okay.
It's a difficult one. But anyway, let's take a look at Nagai.
はい。マーゴは一応ペンで書いてるよね。だから私も今日ちょうどペンがここにありますんで。
これペンかな？
違う？
I'm not sure if this is a pen or a marker. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. あ、そうか。マーカーか。違う。
I'm not sure.
は
Could be
い。
pen, could be marker.
そう、このマーゴのこの上の部分、ちょっと細すぎマーカーにしては細すぎ
You could just use the blackboard or the pen, either way.
ここが、私が目指しているのは、こことここを、なるべくね、同じ幅にしたいの。で、マーゴはそれがめっちゃいい感じ。
Okay. So your space between the parts is very, very good. She said she's using a brush pen. So with that in mind, I think you want to work a little bit on, if it is a brush pen, like if it has bristles especially, or even if it doesn't have bristles, you want to work on your entries a little bit. So for example, on your bottom part here, what you want to do when you put the brush down is you want to put a little bit of extra pressure. Not much, but you push down a little bit more. And then you release just a little bit when you start your line. And then at the end, you push the brush back down again a little bit. And then you get those sort of entries and exit lines. You want to, if you're using a brush pen, you want to make sure you do that. Otherwise, it's just like that. So
ブラシペンも置いて 止めるって
So
やつね
you don't want this if you're using a brush pen. You want to stop, then go, then stop, and then return. So that's the main thing I would, if it is a brush pen, that's the main thing you're going to want to be doing there. And then you want to like, when you're changing directions, you push down a little bit and then go up, things like that. Which Yuki is always pointing out. But in general, the kanji itself looks quite good. The one thing I want to point out is E. E was always very, very tough for me. And I don't know if you ever watched the Destroy Hiragana video, but instead of a straight line like this, which is what I always used to do as well, and I couldn't figure out why it looked weird. Because what you've written there and what I always used to write looks like a reverse of D, kind of, right? Like a reverse of D almost. Kind of looks like that, but you don't want a reverse of D, or not a reverse of D. It isn't even a reverse of D. It's like a D with the lines, with line lengths reversed. Instead, you can come out like this first if you want to make it look sort of comic-y. You come out and then slice back up. And then that makes it a little bit easier to like make it look more like an E, eh?
そ
So that's the main thing. Just come
そうですね。
out here. Yuki's E is a little bit different than mine. I like this. I'm partial to this style.
うでもいい
But yeah.
丸くね
Maruku.
ひらがなは
Hiragana needs to be
丸くね
very rounded. That's the main thing I would work on that one.
ひらがなは丸く丸くねこういう
Yeah, you can even go
間に
like she goes
この
way out there.
うん
She goes
大体
way
ね
out
こ
here
のあれひらがなは本当
within a
に
circle.
そうそう丸くどの字も丸がついてると思って
Any character in
So-
hiragana you want to expect there's a circle, and then you're writing it within the circle.
かこのラウンドのこのサーフェイスの方がね、なんかいつもこのパーフェクトサークルじゃないんですけどこういう大体こういう楕円形のサークルがあって、そうこれにこうサーフェイスに合わせるみたい
So
な
this is for hiragana, not for kanji. For hiragana, all hiragana, and not for katakana. Katakana is more boxy.
そう
But for basically any hiragana, like even a D now,
そうそうそうそう
it's within a circle and
D
making it a
は
little bit
右
circular.
側は払いでお願いします
ん
D のひらがこっちはこれ払いでお願いします
Hi. Like
Hi.
that, eh?
いいです
Okay. Anyway, so there's that tip. I finally wrote a hiragana that I was happy with. It's like, ooh, that's nice. That's tough. I joined the Discord server. How do I get to the member role to join in? If you are a member of the website, what you want to do is you want to go to the drop-down menu next to your profile image. It says more, and then get your Discord role, and that will get you the member role within the Discord. And then you'll be able to get to the media, what is it called? The media share file. So I think you remember the website. If not, unfortunately, it's not possible to get the member role. But okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at Morbid Blessings.
はいちょっと真面目な練習中私も
Yuki's not happy with her nagai.
そう難しいんだよね
Pretty much all E adjectives go up in the middle and down on the E. Or somewhere before the E. Nagai. Takai. Little tip for you. That's in pronunciation, not for the kanji. So, when Yuki is done working on her, ooh, I like that one. I like that sideways stroke.
はいああなるほどねなんか OK なんかその結構フォンティに見えちゃうでも、さっきのそのどうしてもストロークを書くとき、もうちょっと時間をかけてもいいですねこのエントリーがどうしてもエントリーがと止め入りと止めがないみたいに見えちゃうから、もうちょっとだけ時間をかけていいと思う長く時間をとってこう置いてちょっと経ったら動き出すみたいな、
So she's saying that
ちょっと経ったら
for starters, it looks very good. So
So-
everything we're saying from here is going to be picky stuff.
でもその入りと止めがないだけで、ただバランスが良いだけだとフォントに見えちゃうのね。
So if the balance is good and you're not careful with what we're talking about here, it looks a bit fonty then, which is of course very readable. But what she's saying you want to do here is you want to maybe take a little more time for each stroke. So put the pen down, count to 1 or 2, and then move down on your next stroke. And then take a moment before you pick your brush up. Put your brush down, count to 1 or 2. Then move.
そうだよね。
Then stop, count to 1 or 2. And for each and every stroke, just take your time. Pause, go, pause. Pause, go, pause. Pause, go, pause. Okay? Pause, go. You want to pause and change directions here?
これ
Go.
を置いてこうだよね。
Pause, pull. This one's a little bit different because you're going to start light and then put pressure as you go. And then pause and bring your brush up. I think you've got that one down though. That final stroke. So just taking your time to pause on each entry and exit will make it look a lot less fonty because you've already got the balance down really well, as she's pointing out there. So really taking your time on each stroke. Pause, go, pause, go. Depending on the stroke type, of course. And that will make it look even better.
そうだね。
And that's the tip for everyone,
そ
really.
こだけだね。本当に。
Including
なんか
me.
私あんまり置いてないじゃないですか。
she
それは
doesn't-
もうこれどうやって作るかが分かってるからですよ。こういうさ、この
So when you're watching hers, you'll notice that she doesn't stop a whole lot, is what she's saying, because she's already used to it. She already knows how to make those visuals.
そう
So she doesn't
この形
she
ね。
doesn't pause. And you won't see pros pause very long. But that's because they've already done it a million times. And they know how to make it look like they paused. It's tricky.
そうだけど最初はみんなこうやってやるんだよ。置いて
Yeah,
こ
for
うやっ
first-
て
When people start out, they all do the pause. ね。
この私長いっていう字ちょっとすごく苦手かも。
She's unhappy with her nagai, so she's working hard on there. She says she's not very good at that one. I think it looks excellent, but of course, we always will think that people who are much better than us look excellent, even if they don't think they do. Morbid Blessing says, thank you for the tips. I will take today's lesson and try to show improvement next time. I've got dozens of index cards covered in stroke practice. Nice. Thank you so much, Morbid Blessing. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support.
一応言うとみんなの前では練習してないけど、まあ今日はしてるんですけど、
She wants to point out that
私もやってる。
she's also covering lots of paper like she's doing here. She doesn't usually do this on live streams, but she does this
そう
lots of times, especially before making these videos when she actually does the the ones that actually go in the video and stuff. She's doing this all the time. So if you want to improve on this stuff, you should be too. Draw it 50 times, 100 times. Doesn't matter. It will make it look better.
そうですね。
So yeah.
縦もね、
Mm.
こういう縦の練習。
Just practicing up and down strokes.
は
So
い
that is all the kanji for today. So that means it's going to be a short quiz, but we do have a quiz, and I did not forget today. So there's not too many people left today because it's getting late for you guys. But let's go ahead and jump into the quiz. For the quiz, for those of you who are not here at the beginning of the live stream, what we do is we pop a kanji on stream, and then you have to tell us, or not a kanji, but a word. You have to tell us how to read the word. So you will tell us how to read the word by either writing it out in hiragana, katakana, or in romaji if you do not have a Japanese keyboard installed on your computer. Pooks is here. Before we jump into the quiz, Pooks made it into the group. So let's go ahead and take a look at theirs. Your E looks really, really good. That E is excellent. All right. But let's go ahead and get a breakdown of your kanji.
バランスいい。バランスがい
Balance
い。
is excellent.
そう
Balance is
で
excellent.
そのサポートチチチチ、サポート
Support
チチチ
Your support lines, very good.
そう
Definitely a good
サポ
idea to
ート
have.
チチチはもうめっちゃ大事。もう
very
最初はね
important.
めっちゃ大事本当。
Very important.
多分ブラシペンさ初めてかな。まだあんまやったことないよねきっと。
You might not have used a brush pen a whole lot yet, is what Yuki's saying. So it may be the case. So she's going to give you some quick tips on that.
さっきアンディもすごく言ってたんですけど、このあれですね、入り、行って止めっていう、この練習ね、縦もそうなの、この縦も全部そう、こう言って止めっていうこの練習をすれば、かなりストロークの雰囲気が良くなると思います。
So she said the main thing, for starters, your balance is excellent. The balance on the kanji is really, really good. The main thing, and this is what I was just talking about a moment ago, that you want to practice, that will make this kanji look even better, is working on your vertical and horizontal strokes. And the part that you want to work on is enter. So put the brush down, pause, get your entrance, move, pause, get your exit. And vertical strokes as well. Get pause, get your entrance, go down, pause, get your exit. Things like that. Your swipes, your whatever we call them, the harais, look quite good. Your sideways stroke here is quite good, I'd say. At the bottom of nagai, it's looking good. So the main thing you want to work on is your entries and exits, making them look. Taking your time on them, especially with the brush, it's very, very difficult. You'll have to practice a lot with the vertical and straight up and down lines. But it's looking good. Your balance is great. Your E is excellent. Love that E. Yuki has something else to add to that, maybe?
いや、同じことになっちゃうんですけど、こういう払いとか跳ねの時も、このエントリーが必ず必要だよね。
Right.
で、このいつも曲がるとき、ここでもう一回やって、
turn here.
このゆっくり上げていくと。
You want to take a little bit of the pressure off, switch directions, put the pressure back down, sweep up.
そう。
Instead of doing a smooth turn.
そう、ちょっとのこのシュッっていうところでさえも、この、なんていうの、ここがちょっと入りがあって、シュッですね。っていう感じだね。ちょっと右払いは、今のやつもめっちゃいいんだけど、最後のところはもうちょっと筆がうまく使えるようになったら、より上手に描けると思います。ぐらいかな。
But looking good. All right, Eagle Face says, Konnichiwa, Andy and Yuki Sensei. I have been writing the immersion material to practice writing and to help retain the information on the ToKini website. Do you recommend I keep this up? That is up to you. I think that's a great idea. Writing it all is probably very, very time consuming. But with that said, I'm sure that it is not time wasted. Taking time to write things out is always helpful in helping with memorization. So I think it's a great idea. And yeah, I think you'll find it helpful. If you get exhausted from it, like it burns you out from writing so much, then take a break. Like you don't need to do it for every single story if it's tiring you out. If you're still enjoying it though, there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing it as much as you want. All right. First word. Give us the hiragana, katakana, or romaji reading of this one. We only covered this momentarily. Sorry, a bit thirsty. Okay. There might not be too many people who remember this word yet, but there are a few. Excellent. Super close. Montana Margo, that's very, very close. Morbid Blessing, that is the correct one. Montana Margo, that is correct, except it's not a G, it's a K. So I don't know how many people here right now will actually know this word. This means guard dog. We did cover it earlier in the lesson, but only for a moment. And it is in the lesson 17 video. So if you haven't watched that yet, definitely take a look. Bam. Ken. Banken. So that means a guard dog. Okay, let's see what Yuki's got for us. Oh, she's making something.
やばい。ちょっと超
Oh, she's making a fancy dog, a Picasso dog.
ウケる。この私が欲しいボルゾイです。
Oh, this is the bullseye that she wants.
はい。
An elephant dog, maybe? Hi. Okay, okay, okay. I get it. All right, there's the next word. The picture is a hint.
そう。合ってるよね。ボルゾイです。
Serendipity says, Borzoi. Yes, she's a big Borzoi fan. So. Hi. Oh, they're coming in.
はい、みんな素晴らしい。早い。はい、モアビットブレッシング1番。あ、嘘。
Serendipity is first.
嘘でしょ。
そうだよ。
Serendipity is 1番。
そう。
ありゃりゃ。
そう、これは漢字じゃん。
もうホール漢字だから、モアビットブレッシング。
そう。これがエントリーでしょ。
お願いします。はい。イーゴフェイス2番。モアビットブレッシング3番。プークス4番。マーゴ5番。
はい。
いいですね。
Good to have you here, Serendipity. Serendipity. Thanks for stopping by. Serendipity. So.
ありがとうございます。
All right. Popping over to me. There's not too many people here right now, so we're just going to jump right into the next one, which is going to be... Should be easy. Maybe. We'll see. There's the hint. Looks like you didn't really need it. セレンでも大丈夫です。わかりました。ありがとうございます。セレンさんは first place. Morbid Blessing is in second with Pooks. In third, that is correct. It is indeed. Montana Margot, that is correct as well. Fourth place. Excellent job. The word here is sometimes. Sometimes is the meaning of this one. It doesn't actually have to do with time at all. Just sometimes, once in a while. Tokidoki. All right, let's see what Yuki's got for us.
はい。次もこれヒントだよ、私ね。
This is also a hint. It's almost as if she has all of... Oh, wait, no, I had Banken. That's right. It's an easy one.
いいでしょ。かわいいよね。
早い。
はい、みんな早い。はい。セレン1番、イーゴフェイス2番、モービットブレッシング3番、プークス4番です。
はい。Oh, there we go.
あ、マーゴ5番。
Excellent.
いいですね。
かわいいね。
ね、かわいいよね、ほんと。
かわいい。
この鼻の長さがね、こう長いよね、これ。
You should turn this guy into a character somewhere. はい。My final word is...
はい。おー。
It's a place. A temple name in the city of Nagano,
ね。
which uses the kanji for nagai.
こういう感じだよね。ちょっとこれどうなってるんだろう、ここの部分って。こういう感じなんだよね。
Nagano. Hey. Oh,
感じだな。
ding, 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 ding. Ah, very close, but not quite. Morbid Blessing, that is first place. There you go. Montana Margot, that's second place. Excellent job. All right. See if I can rate that one a little bit better.
こんな感じだ。
There we go. Nagano. Height Morbid Blessings first. Montana Margot is second. That's probably the only ones for this one. So this, when it's in a temple name, it's usually read as Ji. If it's in a name, it's always going to be, pretty much always going to be Ji. If it's on its own, well, you'll find out.
こんな感じだよね。
そう。
こんな感じで、こんな感じになっています。
The card comes down as...
はい。じゃじゃん。
Exactly what it is. So when it's the word for the thing, it's read the way you were worried about or you were unsure of.
こういう。こ これレギュラー店舗って感じだよね。
So just a
この
regular old temple. There you
ね、オールド店舗こんな感じ、
go.
ここに大体はこう階段があって、こんな感じだな。
そうだね。3人が答えています。
はいはい、いいですね。セレンディピティセレンさん1番早いね。モアビットブレッシング2番いいですね。カタカナいいですね。マンゴー3番。
Excellent job. All
はい
right. It is indeed an otera. Otera. And then if it's using the name of a temple, it's ji. Zenkoji, for example.
善光寺店舗はもうすっごいでかいので、もしねチャンスがあれば見てください。
Yeah, if you ever come to Nagano, it is a national treasure. Officially listed as a national treasure. Here, the temple here in Nagano, Zenkoji. It's been there for many centuries. So, big giant wooden thing.
もう
Beautiful.
一
It's a nice
応
place.
歴史的にはなんか800年の
800 years old.
古さだということで、
800 years old. We have we've lived right now at the moment we're like 25 minutes from it by car, but we part-time live about a 15-minute walk from it. So we've gone there many times. I'll put it down my visit if I ever come to Nagano. Yes, indeed. I
あり
definitely
がとうご
recommend
ざいます。結構いいよね。
it. Zenkoji.
善光寺
Yeah, Zenkoji. Around it is really nice. There's a nice park. There's a nice art museum right next to it. There's a free zoo right next to it, which is quite nice.
そう、あれアニマルズはフレンドリー
The
です。
animals are friendly, yes. Yeah, so it's a very, very nice place. Highly recommend it if you ever
Hi.
get a chance to come. Thank you for hanging out today, everyone. I hope you had a good time, learned a little something. Thanks for submitting your own kanji for us to check out and critique.
はい。
I started off pretty rusty, but was able to sort of get back into the flow of things by the end, so that makes me happy. Next week, we will be releasing lesson 18 as a premiere here on the YouTube, and then the live stream will be the following week on the 29th of October for us. Maybe the 28th for you guys, I'm not really sure. Whatever today is, it'll be that in 2 weeks. Lesson 19th is released on the website at the moment, so if you want to get a head start, you can view both lesson 8 and lesson 18 and 19 over there. 20 Dan is working on right now. What time does this happen? So right now I believe it's 11:45 our time. So whatever time it is for you, we start 2 hours before that. And we start on Wednesday for us, 9:30 a.m. Japan time. We release a video. So as a premiere, so we all chat as we release the video at the same time the following week. And then we do the live stream that we go over all the kanji for that the week after that. So it's bi-weekly.
はい。
Hope to see you. There you go. Yeah. Okay.
先週のそのリリースのアナウンスなんですけど、アナウンスメントなんですけど、オータムイラストがリリースになりました。
The autumn wallpaper has been released on the website for those of you guys who are interested in getting a little maze on your background. We have backgrounds for every single season. So yeah, if you ever get a chance to check those out, we have backgrounds for both tablets and for smartphones. So if you're a member of the site, the one from last month was hold on. That's we can take a look. That was for the summer one. And then these are, there's a picture of Yuki in a giant jacket, my grandmother's jacket. There is last spring, and there is New Year's. So those are all our
なんか私挟まれてる私の
Apple when I tried to make a background for winter, Apple automatically recommended that one, and I was like, yeah, I'll make that a background. Yeah, check those out. You can only get the summer or the fall background at the moment. I'm going to add links to all the old ones for people who are interested in getting those as well soon. So that reminds me to do that. Okay, guys. Well, have a great week. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll hope to see you in the next one.
はい。
はい。じゃあ、せーの。
また次のビデオで会いましょうね。
はい、Thank you everyone.
は
See
い、
you next time.
みんなありがとうございました。
お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様です。